Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. I need Biola to give me access to host, as in to be the host.
Do that. I will do that.
Okay, thank you.
So by the way, we are live now.
Okay, so I can share my screen also, access to share screen.
Yes, please.
Okay, thank you. So I want the participants to please give there. Good morning, everyone.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, I know you can hear me. I want participants to participate. I don't just want them to be online and I just want to be sure that they are here, not just
Good morning, ma'am.
Okay, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
How are we doing today?
Ma'am.
Good morning. So I'm just saying that we are not so many. I just want to give us like a little bit of time for more people to join. Maybe in the next 5-10 minutes and we'll kick off. I hope you guys are preparing for the Judgment Day. Yeah, life is
Judgment Day.
Yes, now it's Judgment Day. I can't wait to see you all on that day.
We can't wait to see you too.
Just make sure everything is yielding on you at your end. Everything
it's really yielding.
Okay, no wala. Nice to have you guys on this morning.
Same here, ma. Good morning.
Yeah. So let's just let me just give us like other people like 5 minutes more to join, then we'll kick off. Thank you.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. We're just holding on a while. By maybe 5 minutes after 10, we're going to start. I'm trying to hold on for more people to join.
Okay.
Thank you for joining.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. You're welcome.
Morning.
Good morning. You're welcome. So I'm going to ask everybody. I'm going to make a request. Everybody, please. I want to be sure that I'm speaking to human beings and not robots. So I want to be able to see everybody's faces. Don't worry, even if you're on your bed, just on that video. Anywhere you are, it's understandable. We are small business owners and we can be doing so many things at the same time. So it's fine. It doesn't have to be perfect. So I want everyone to please put on their videos. If you don't put on your videos, I'll throw you out of the class.
I'm going to do my video here.
Good morning. Nice to see your face. I can see Raymond's face. I can see Binkwe's face. I can see Christabel. I can see Amaka. I can see Joshua, Mercy, Romanus, Oyejala, Kafayat, Akman. I like the smiles on your faces this morning. Samuel, please, is your video on? I think I'm seeing Samuel ceiling, or I don't know what I'm seeing. Okay, I'm seeing Samuel. How are you today?
Yeah,
I
good morning.
See Blessing with her face cap. I can see Ebele, Kashmir, Kafayat. Yes. and so many others. Thanks for joining. Hi, Toby. Good morning, Toby. I can't hear you, Toby. You're muted.
Good morning, everyone.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Yeah. So this morning we are going to be let me just welcome you first, and well done with the past sessions that you've been having, and I'm sure you guys are finding it interesting and fascinating as well. So let me introduce myself again. My name is Mobolaji Jaji, and I will be taking Toby Odo will be taking today's session. And today's session is going to be on marketing and sales for small businesses. So please don't put up your videos, or I won't feel like, I'm talking to people. So I like to see when your videos are on, I see you and I'll feel like, talking, I feel like there's a connection when I can see you. So I'll be going first. Sorry, who's saying something?
Oh, no, sorry, I'm talking to someone.
So you can mute your mic now. So I'll be going first, and I'm going to be, taking you on sales. While Toby is going to be speaking on the marketing aspect, I'll be taking sales. So I really want you to pay attention and, take down as many things that, will be beneficial for your business. So we're well aware that we are small businesses. And so we don't really need too much of, something like elaborate, to run our businesses. So I am going to relate with you based on that fact that we are operating on a small level. So I'm going to, define sales to you on the level of, running it for a small business. So let me try and share my screen so that you can see my slides. But at the end of the session, I will also send the slides to the group. So let me try and share my slides with you. First. I'm sorry, a call was trying to come in and it just, sorry about that. So I'm trying to share my slides so that you can see what I'm going to be talking about. Please just give me like a minute so I can like quickly work on it, back screen. Thank you.
Sorry, we can't hear you, ma'am.
Hello, sorry, can you all see my screen? Can you see it?
No.
Hello?
Hello, man. No.
Hello?
I can't. Hello.
Hello? Please, I need your response. Can you see my screen?
No, we can't see your
Yes.
screen yet.
Okay, sorry, can you hear me now?
Yes,
Yes,
we can
ma,
hear
but
you.
we can't
Okay,
see your
can you
screen.
see my
Yeah,
screen? Can you
we can
see
hear
No,
you.
no.
you can't see it?
I can see your screen from here, ma'am.
Okay, so I think
I can't
everybody
see
else should
your
be able to
screen.
see it. Can you see my slides now?
Yes.
You can see
Yeah,
it, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. Thank you so much. Thank you. So let me try and get into the file where it is, and then bring it up. Okay. No, this is not it. Okay, so I'm there. So you can see it well now, right? Okay. So this morning I'm going to be speaking to you about sales. Just let me know you are seeing it clearly. You can read it from your end.
Yes.
Okay. So first of all, I'm going to be defining to you what sales is and understanding the core, elements that are in sales. I'm going to be speaking to you all about that. So first I'm going to define what sale is. Now, before I go ahead to define that, I want you in your own, language, in your own definition, what you think, sales is to you as a business or, just individually. Anybody, please, I would like you to mute your mic if you want to speak and let me know, introduce yourself and your business and let me know what sales means to you. So the floor is
Hello,
open.
ma'am.
Yes, hello.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello,
My name
I
is
can hear you.
Teslim. Hello, my name is Teslim Ridwan Adebayo.
Okay. Yeah, you can go ahead.
I am welder and iron bender. So, to my own perspective, sales is buying and selling between two or more people.
Okay, that's good. Anybody else wants to try?
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Anyone else wants to try? I would like to have from 3 people. Teslim says is buying and selling between 2 people. So who next? Who wants to go next?
All right, can I, Romanus speaking?
Yes, Romanos.
All right, and sales is simply closing a deal, closing a business
Okay.
deal. That is,
Okay.
it could be products or services. So
Okay.
once there is an exchange of cash to
Okay.
close a deal, sales have happened. So sales
Okay.
is not only to exchange, it's not only to talk about the goods.
Yeah, I get you.
Ends at the point of having an exchange with Kudi.
Okay, thank you so much. So anybody else? I just need one more person and then we move
Okay,
in.
let me try. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you clearly. Just introduce
Good morning,
yourself.
everyone.
Good
My name is
morning.
Amaka Banuzwe of Maxis Hub. So for me, sales is not only an exchange of value, it's an exchange of value that yields profits. Because if you don't make profits, then you've not made a sale. Thank you.
That's fantastic. Fantastic. Thank you so much for your contributions. But I would say that everybody got it right because there's something about sales, like an element of sales in everything everybody said. So there's no wrong answer. Everybody got it right. So now sales is a transaction between 2 or more parties that involves the exchange of tangible and intangible goods, services, and assets for money. Just like Amaka said, it is the exchange of value. You have to be able to get something out of it. It's not just you, giving out your money in exchange of something. That's something that you're exchanging must give you value. You must see value in that thing. So now this brings us to understanding the core elements of sales. So now, at its core, sales is about solving problems for your customers. When you are trying to satisfy a need, you have to be able to solve a problem, and then sales happen when you're able to exchange, that value, to make profit. It's not just exchanging value to you have to make profits. So as a small business owner, we tend to focus more on internal operations, of the business, and we tend, to sideline, sales. And sales lies in the hands of your customers. The engine of your business lies in the hands of your customers. And sales is more like the engine, like what you are going to need to, sustain the business. So a lot of people buy, and we need to ask ourselves that why do people buy? People don't buy products. people don't just buy services. Before I can make a decision to buy something from you, I should experience something. There should be an experience. I should have experienced something. Probably it's going to solve a problem. It's going to tackle a problem. So that means I'm going to experience, I'll be convinced enough to be able to buy something from you. So it's just like, for you to sell a product for me, you should be able to fulfill my desires. I hope you're following. I hope I'm not too fast.
No?
Okay. So you should be able to fulfill my desires, with your products. Now, sales is not just about, the physical goods or, the services we render. It involves building relationships also. You have to be able to be connected to your clients or your customers to be able to pull out a sale. You can't just see me now and just say, oh, hello, I'm selling this, come and buy. Do you think I'll be convinced to buy? No, you have to create a relationship. There are two different approaches. If I see you now and I tell you, Amaka or Romanos or Teslim, I'm a fashion designer. So I make clothes, so I make buba and shokoto, come and buy. Would you feel propelled to patronize me? I don't think you will feel propelled. You only feel propelled if you can experience something that is attached. It's not just about making clothes. What stands me out? What makes me distinct? I'm not just making these clothes, but you have to be able to sell the value that clothes will give you if I buy. It's not just about, saying that you sell. Now, the second aspect is you have to know your customer. The first one I just, analyze to you now is understanding sales as the foundation of your business. It's the live wire of your business. It's going to sustain your business, because if you don't make a sale, how are you going to make profit? How are you going to exchange value for money? You need that money to run your business. So you need to understand that sales is the foundation of your business. That's one. Then two, you need to know your customer. Now, you have to know your customer in terms of understanding their needs and being able to provide what is going to tailor, what is going to meet that need. So you have to tailor your message. You have to tailor your products or services to meet the needs of your clients. Now, for me, I'm giving myself as an example. I make clothes, right? If I say I'm making clothes, I don't generalize it. Who do I make clothes for? I make clothes for women. Okay, what particular type of women am I targeting? I'm targeting the women that understands, precision, balance, and, looking good. Not just wearing clothes, but looking good exceptionally. So you have to be able to create that value, let them understand what your product is giving. You develop your customers' personas, like I just said, identify, where your customers fall within their age brackets, what interests them. I have different, ranges of segments of customers that I attend to. I have based on my fashion style, you have the chic ones, you have the tomboyish type. You study them, try to know how to tailor your goods and services to meet their needs. So you have to communicate, and communication is not just verbal. Communication is how your product appears to them also. The way your product appears to can pass across a message. Even before you speak about that product should be able to sell itself. So the product has to speak also for itself. So aside that, for you to know your customers as well, you have to listen to them. Because when you listen to your customers, they give you feedbacks. So it's from those feedbacks you are able to improve on whatever place you are lacking in, to also tailor your services and approaches of your goods to their needs. So that's about knowing your customers. So let me just put it in a summary that for you to know your customers, you have to understand your customer persona, listen to them, get feedbacks from them, and also know the sales strategies that will make you succeed in, putting out your products to them. Now, the third one is crafting your unique value proposition. To stand out in a crowded market, we have a lot of people making clothes. I'm using myself as an example. So at this point, I'm going to interact with you. When it comes to value proposition, I'm going to give you an example using myself. Now, I'm a fashion designer. Aside just being a fashion designer, what special skills am I bringing to the table as a fashion designer that will set me apart from every other fashion designer that we have in the market? Now, I work with patterns, right? We have a lot of designers that use freehand. So I'm already trying to narrow down where my value is coming from. Now, aside just being a fashion designer, I am a pattern maker. The patterns are different from using freehand. Freehand, most times, it subjects you to trials and errors. And the use of pattern, I'm able to craft a custom-made dress based on that my particular client's measurement. Is not a general measurement, making guesses or saying you have to use this particular formula to arrive at this for everybody. It's not generalized. It's customized. So that sets me apart. That's a proposition. That's a value. Aside just making clothes, I am adding more value by creating customized clothes to fit and suit that my client's persona. I hope you're following. I hope I'm speaking to people.
Yes, ma, we're
Yes,
following
Yes,
you.
yes,
Okay, I
ma'am.
just want
We are
to be
hearing
sure.
you.
Yes, yes, yes. Yes,
Okay.
Yes, we are
So
hearing you.
aside just being a pattern maker, I should be able to explain to my clients what is pattern, like why patterns, why is it pattern, like they should need to understand. Patterns will set you apart in terms of creating your garments in a defined way. There's going to be definition, there's going to be precision, there's going to be balance. We can see people who make clothes. The clothes look beautiful online, but when you order them and they come in, you will see a lot of issues with it. The finishing is bad. The balance, when you look into the seams are not well balanced, all those kind of things. So that thing that said, sorry? Is somebody speaking?
Not you, man. Not you.
Okay, please
I think
kindly mute your mics if you're not, so that I'm not interrupted. So the patterns, define me and set me apart. And with that pattern, I'm able to create, customized outfits for every individual following their own body structures and not just giving them a general, dress design. Now, I am addressing a clear problem, right? What is that problem I'm addressing? I'm addressing the problem, the issue of fit, the issue of irregular sizing, the issue of imbalance in outfits. I hope you get my point. So I'm addressing that, it's a clear problem that we see. And I'm actually addressing that with the use of my patterns. Now, what is my uniqueness? The uniqueness in my patterns is that if I use patterns to make outfits, one, my seams are clean. My finishings will be clean. And also, when I make these outfits, there's hardly a mistake that I would make on these outfits. I would hardly make mistakes. And even when they come for fitting, the clothes fit like a glove. There's no issues, there's no stress. So it saves time, it saves stress, and it also even saves fabrics. So those are the uniqueness of my products that I'm offering you. So now, based on this, if I'm going to sell myself based on my unique selling proposition. So listen to me, Kelly, because I'm going to jump into the group and I'm going to ask you questions because I want you to be able to craft your unique value proposition peculiar to what you do. So I'm going to use myself as an example. So I'm going to go this way. If I meet somebody for the first time and I want to speak, or they tell me to come and speak about my business just in 1 or 2 minutes, and then people to understand what my business entails in that very short while, I'll be able to say a lot of things with just very few words. So I'm going to go this way. I'll say, my name is Mobolaji Jaji, and I am the creative director of Olam Creations and Fashion School. Olam Creations is a Lagos-based ready-to-wear brand that caters to the needs of women in the area of clothing and training, adopting the use of patterns to create customized outfits that would give precision, definition, and balance to your outfits. So you see how that sounds? As short as it is, I've been able to sell myself. I've been able to give my clients my unique value proposition. I've been able to, say the kind of problem that I'm addressing with my product. So right now, before I go to the next one, which is building a sales funnel, I would want to, open the floor for you. You can unmute your mic. If you want to go, just tell me your name, and I would like you to please, sell yourself to me, and let me be able to pick out the unique value proposition in what you are saying about your business. So over to you. The floor is open. whoever is ready to volunteer. Don't be scared. Even if you say rubbish, even if you are stammering, it's okay. It's a process, and with time you will get there. So don't be shy. Even if you say the stupidest thing, it's fine. Because Rome was not built in a day. And me too, that I'm standing before you this morning talking like this, like a computer, AI computer, did not mean that I was perfect like that. There were times that I stammered. There were times I didn't even get it. I was just saying rubbish. I was just speaking, and there was no headway for me. But with time, you will grow into it, and then you will get your balance. So let me open the floor for you. Who wants to go first, please?
I will try first.
I like Afa's ginger. Oh yeah, Teslim, let's go. So as
My
you
name
are
is
saying it, I am going to be writing the things that I'm picking from it, and I'll give you your feedback. Oh yeah, let's go.
My name is Teslim Magdua. I am into welding and iron bending services. I am my welding and iron bending services solve a unique solution for those in need of metallic doors and gates, and also give them maximum security and avoidable price.
Nice one.
Hello?
Please. Yeah, are you done?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you so much. I'm giving you a clap here. You really tried, and you did fantastically well. So now
Thank
what
you
I
very
can pick
much.
from you is that you are into welding and iron. Yes, I have seen that is a product. And you gave me a reason why I should want to patronize you. That your doors, your metallic doors, gives me maximum security and at an affordable price. So you are convincing me that yes, that for me to have your doors, I am secured. So definitely because of security, I would definitely want to purchase. So you can just try and like work on it to be able to deliver it, seamlessly. But you tried. I give you my hand. So then anybody else wants to go?
Thank you,
good
ma'am.
morning.
Okay, good morning. Who's next, please? Your name?
So Ogechi Lawrence now. Can you hear me, ma?
Yes, I can hear you. I'm listening.
Okay, yes, I'm Ogechi Lawrence now. To Tessie Lawrence Global Enterprise.
Okay.
The Lawrence Global Enterprise is an enterprise that deals on processed foods. Like we help customers to prepare their foods faster, easier, and better, especially for busy moms, bachelors.
No, I don't understand. Please, can you come again? You provide processed foods?
Yeah, we process foods like, yes.
Okay.
Like your rice, your beans flour, your plantain flour.
You process raw foods into
Yes, into pouches. Like we also have our blue beans, our destoned rice, and our clean beans. Like you don't even need to get to pick it before you cook it. It's clean already. Yes.
Okay.
So our packages are basically for busy moms, like busy working class moms are really not into spending too much time cooking in the kitchen and all that. It's like we've done a halfway work for them, you know. So our goal is just to reduce the amount of time spent in preparing your various dishes, and our produce is directly from the farm, you know, fresh and clean, plus is healthy and budget friendly as well.
Okay, thank you so much. This is fantastic. Yes. So with time, you'll be able to merge everything and be able to say it seamlessly. So what I can pick from your own is Tessie Lawrence Enterprise is into the processing of food, right? Like when you're saying you're processing food, is it raw foods? The processing of raw foods into semi-finished or finished foods? Or how do you mean? Because I have to be able to get the actual thing that you're the actual product you're providing. Yeah,
like our beans, like our beans now. It goes through processing of we have the one for clean beans whereby like it's picked, the beans are picked, just cook it directly. We also have beans.
So what I'm trying to say is you are processing raw foods into clean, clean and usable, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So what I can see, the value I can see in this one is you are trying to provide this food for them like straight like into their pots. They don't have to do they don't have to stress or go through any other process to be able to cook it. So with that, they are able to save time. So you are giving them a value of time. You're saving them the stress and time. So your target is busy moms and working moms, right? So the value, like I want you to pick the value. The value is, okay, you're giving us fresh foods from the farm. So there's value in eating fresh foods, and there's value in being able to save your time, because you're going to be able to like what would I say, multitask and do other things while that one is being taken care of, right? So thank you so much. You did fantastically well. It's an amazing, delivery. You just have to work on trying to arrange it, to deliver it, in the right sequence. So I'm taking one more person before I go to the next explanation.
Hello, good
Who
morning,
wants to
ma'am.
try? Good morning.
Yes, good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
Yes, my name
Yeah.
is Elele Ikechukwu Kasmea, and my
Okay.
business name is Samzara Interior and Exterior Specialist. I'm into POP installation, screeding, painting, wallpaper installation, and cleaning. I will use a painting as an example.
Okay.
If I come to your house now, I will first of all I will look at the environment you are, and the roof and of your building. So that will determine the kind of color I'm going to paint your house, both the in and outside, and it will be weather friendly.
Okay, so let me just tell you what you're supposed to use in that aspect. You can just say you give them tailored services, tailored painting services, so that you don't say too many things at the same time and try to bore them out. So when you now say you give them tailored services for their painting, then you can now elaborate a little bit more. So you can go ahead. So what is the unique value proposition about your paintings? I want to know about your POP and installations.
Oh, okay. I will still use a painting as an example. When I'm painting an apartment, you will not see a drop of paint on the floor, and everywhere will look good and unique.
Okay.
Why? Because my services is a professional one, so I will get all the necessary materials that I will use.
Okay.
To make the work look good.
You're saying that you come clean. You give a clean delivery. That's just what you say. A clean delivery of your work, like after sales, or would I say after sales? You do clean up down the hair. So that's what. Okay. So that, unlike some people that will come and mess up your space and don't do all those after sales. After sales service. Yes. Okay. Thank you so much. That was a fantastic one. Thank you so much. So we go to the next one, which is building a sales funnel. Now, you have to be able to turn leads into loyal customer. Now, a sales funnel is the journey that a customer takes from first hearing about your products. Like, when the customer hears about your products, he goes through a process. He just doesn't say, I'm into dressmaking, so yeah, take money and buy. No, it goes through a process. And that process goes through, those are the stages that are contained. That's why they call it sales funnel. Like a funnel, it goes in through from up to down. So the first stage of that sales funnel, before you can turn your leads into loyal customer, your leads are potential customers that you speak to, and then you're able to convert them into paying customers. So they have to go through this process, and that process is what we call the funnel stages, and they consist of 3 stages. We have the awareness stage. Now, the awareness stage, this is where you have your potential customers learn first about your products and services, by applying effective, strategies like your content marketing, social media, and word of mouth, are key to be able to create awareness of that product with the use of your visuals, your content, your pictures of your products, analysis of what your products can do, and all that. Then the next stage is the consideration stage. Now, at this stage, your prospective client is trying to decide to see whether or not your product or services fits their needs. So at this point, you have to offer them advice. You have to offer them consultation to be able to convince them. Because if you don't do these things, how you are not able to convince them to buy, because you are not able to say, oh, this is what I'm able to offer you. Okay, what exactly is your need? Oh, I like clothes. I want to make an outfit. I said, okay, I make outfits. Then I will ask you, okay, what's your style preference? What kind of designs do you like? Do you like, outfits that show your boss? Do you do this? Do you do that? When you're able to like get information on that, I'm able to now tailor, the services to your needs. I know, oh, this person doesn't like to show cleavage, and I'll now start suggesting designs that will not show your cleavage to you. Then that will give you a conviction that this person knows, what she's doing. And at the end of the day, by the time I give you designs that, don't show cleavages, that are beautiful and stylish, you will end up wanting to buy something out of those range of designs that I've shown you. So this is the second stage, that's consideration. Is at the consideration stage, you are still thinking of whether to buy or not. You are convincing them, you're consulting for them, asking them questions to know how to tailor your products and services to their needs. Then now this takes us to the decision stage. So it's at this point that we have the purchase. Now, at this point of purchase, you have to be clear. There's another step that, okay, this is how I want my customers to buy from me. If you're purchasing from me, are you paying direct cash? Are you going through online? Are you going to be using online platforms like third-party payments, systems to collect money from you? Are you going to be directing them to a website? All those kind of things. So that is where the decision stage. At this point, the decision stage entails all those channels as well. Your payment point, your payment options, how you want them to buy from you. So that's how you build your sales funnels. You have to take them through the awareness stage first, then consideration stage, and then the decision, which is the final buying stage. And at that point, you can say you have made a sale. So now we're going to the next one, which is leveraging digital tools to enhance sales. Now, as a small business owner, you don't need like a team, like it's companies that use maybe sales and marketing teams to like drive sales. But as a small business owner, you don't want to have to waste the little resources that you have to point to, getting people to market and, run sales for you. That is where automation comes in. That is where you have to start adopting digital tools. Like me, when I started out, I started as a small business enterprise before I now said, okay, limited liability. How was I able to do things like to be able to now graduate to this level that I am? I made use of digital tools. There are so many tools online that you can so many like applications that you can download. What do they call these things that you download on your phone? The name is going off. You download those apps on your phone to be able to like take action on those things you want to do. Like if a client reaches out to me, I do not put my receipt analysis in typing. I use a tool. I use like there's this tool you can use for setting up receipts. It makes you look more professional, even as a small business. People will be like, oh, this person is small, but it seems like this person knows what he or she is doing as a business. So by the time you create your receipts, you have already put your terms and conditions on the receipt, on your invoice. You have put everything. So it reduces the way you talk. All this back and forth that customers give people that they almost want to drain you. How much is this? Can I pay this? And all is just put everything on your invoice, your terms and conditions, your payment options, your what would I say? Your account details is on your invoice. Your what would I say? Order, your time of order, when your order delivery will happen from time of order. Everything, all those details will be on your invoice. So by the time you send an invoice to that client, there's no talking too much like, can I do this? You just be going back. That back and forth used to stress people. And sometimes if you are not good in relating well with people, or you're not a patient person, you might snap at that client. That one is very sure. Because there's some clients, they will go around in circles like a sponge before they finally do their final buy. So in order for you to avoid that whole lengthy, process, when you automate your services, like you put automation to your products and services that you want to deliver, it saves you time, it saves you a whole lot of stress, and it makes your operations seamless. So now the next tool we want to say is that, like, try to, even if you have like a custom, you need to build your customer relationship management. There are tools you can use to do that. You can use to interact with customers, like on WhatsApp. You can automate messages that even if you are not the one answering, the message will drop. As soon as the person say, oh, hello, I want to do this, I want to do that, you would have done a tailored message on your WhatsApp that when they ask, once they just send it to you, the message drops, hello, welcome to so and so. If you want to, like the way I did if you want to order for so and so, it takes so and so time. If you want to order for bespoke, it takes so and so time. If you want to, so the person will now choose options. There are also some links that you will put that will take the person to the next phase. So it goes in a sequence. So there's no stress for you. So that sequence carries the person now to the final stage to now be able to like interact with you. And then it will reduce, time and stress for you as well. So you can use other tools like Instagram. A lot of people have cashed out on Instagram. And me, I've used Instagram to do a lot of things. I can tell you category that I carry that 80% of my clients, or let me say 70% of my, 70% of my clients come from Instagram. For my trainings, come from Instagram. Now, like 80% of my custom clients that I make customized wear, majorly come from word of the mouth and social media too. When they see your post, they come in. So there's a lot of things that you can do on social media. A lot of people that if you are hiding, let me just tell you my own experience. I used to be a very shy person. You can't see me talk to anybody. Like, I will talk, but I don't like, to be in the limelight. Like, I might be doing the work behind. If someone says, oh, do this, I want to put this person to say it. I don't want to say, but it's my work. But I don't want to, like, come out. I don't want people to know me. Gradually, I had to, like, start, being intentional. Like, I can't be doing a fashion business and be hiding now. How do people now want to patronize me? So I had to start leveraging, like, oh, the way I look, Steph, I would already look, sorry, I'm not being proud though, but I already look like a supermodel. So if I market my own things, because I was using models, if I market my own things with my body, the way I'm looking, even without even saying so much, people will be willing to buy what I'm selling. So I had to like leverage that. And I started making more. I started realizing that my customer base was growing and things were, my page was growing, followers. So you have to be able to put yourself out. If you do not put yourself out, you cannot make sales, or forget about it. The sales you'll be making, maybe it's just 1, 1, 1, 1, and you don't want to see yourself on a level of 1, 1 sales. You want to be able to do massive sales. So you have to push yourself out. So today, I'm challenging as many people that have not been using this social media thing or digital tools to like throw their business out, to be able to exchange money for value. Please, you are in a long thing. I want you to start after this training. I want you to really start, please. You will see a difference. Now, the next one I'll be explaining now is sales techniques for small businesses. Now, there's no one-size-fits-all sales or marketing strategy for, like, because this person is applying this, I must apply it to my business. No, you have to apply you have to do what applies to your business. Someone is selling rice. I cannot apply the strategy the person selling rice will apply to my own business as a fashion designer. It cannot even work. So you have to study what works for your business. Now, there's this thing on Instagram. We know everybody's dancing. Or everybody's like, fine, you can dance, you can do all that, but you have to ask yourself, does it really work for my kind of business? Like me too, I've danced before, I will not lie. I've danced in front of Instagram, I've done everything, But with time, I started carving my niche. I do more premium wears. And I need to try to understand where my target market is. My audience are premium customers. And a lot of them are all these prim and proper people. You wouldn't want to see them on Instagram doing, hey, Shoki, or dancing, all those stuffs, all those kind of things do not attract them. Do you understand? So with time, I started tailoring, my own strategies to suit the kind of thing, target audience that I'm aiming to get. So I hope you are understanding me. I really want to hear from you.
Yes, we can understand you.
Thank you. So now the sales techniques that I would advise. Okay, thank you. Sales technique that I would advise for small business owners, consultative techniques, selling techniques works in the sense that you are the ones that will advise your customers on what they need. If you provide, like, oh, I'm providing clothes, right? And this customer is saying, oh, I don't just want to wear anything. You are the one. You are in the best position to advise your customer. Okay, why don't you try out this one? Okay, you like this kind of thing. Why don't you go for this? You know, you have to, you are consulting, for your customers to be able to give them tailored solutions, right? So consultative selling is a must for small business owners. Then you have referral programs. Referral programs are like doing, like, let me say, okay, if you buy from me as a first-time customer, I will give you like a 2.5 discount on the outfit you're buying. Or if you are a returning customer, I will do this and this and this for you. If you are or if you refer somebody, I will do this and this and this. You attach something to it. It will now draw them close to want to buy from you. So in that way, you are creating a network of advocates for your products. If I tell this person, oh, if you buy this dress from me, I give you the second one half price. Trust me. Why won't they want to go and call other people and say, oh, let's join us together and let's buy 10 so we can get extra 10? Do you understand? So even with them, if there are people that are business oriented, you order 10 for me, I give you the remaining 10 for half price. You strategize and say, oh, 10 people. It's not going to come from one person. You gather 10 people together. So each one person each individual out of the 10 will order one. You get, and everybody will have one extra at half price. Trust me, you'll be satisfied when you get it, because you'll be happy that you're having something extra. And then aside just having people to come and buy at half price, the people that came to buy one will definitely have the second one at half price, and you that referred them with your referral code will also have an added advantage, like something more to it, for like a compensation for referring people. Now we have personalized follow-ups. That's under the sales techniques. I've mentioned consultative selling. I've mentioned referral programs. And now I'm going to personalized follow-up. Now, personalized follow-up is you doing like an after-sales service for your clients. It's not enough to just sell, and make the money. Like, you want a repeat. You want a repeat purchase. You want your customers to come back. So it should not end there. If they leave you, the next day you can say, oh, thank you for your order. Thank you for putting food on our table. Thank you, your order made our day. Thank you, we look forward to seeing you again. When you send those kind of messages, it gives them this assurance that, this person even like thinks about me, is aware of me as a client. It gives them, it validates their feelings and the experiences they will have with you, that, oh, this person has a connection. They feel like they have a connection with you. Aside that, you can send them birthday greetings on their special days. Oh, I saw your status, your birthday, that. Happy birthday to you, blah, 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 blah. If you have and I can afford, you can package a very, very low priced item and, deliver to them. But I just believe that whatever you do, whatever you give out, it will always come back. It might not be from that person. It could be from another person. The person, speaks about your product too, that will end up coming back to buy. So it's creating a network channel for you. Do you understand? And so this will also lead to a repeat purchase. This will lead to an increased, customer base. So follow-up is very important. And there's one thing I want to also address when it comes to follow-up, by small business owners. You probably always think sometimes that when you sell, the person has paid me and that's the end. Or if the person now makes a complaint to you, you'll be like, oh, later on, you will say different things that you can't even satisfy this person. It's normal. Customer has the right to give you feedback. Now, it now depends on how you take this feedback. No matter how good you think you are, you should be able to accept feedbacks. Like me, if I make clothes, my clothes are fantastic. I'm not proud, they are fantastic. But even as well as it is, I see how people that will say, oh, there's something that is something. I won't come out and say, oh, sorry, my clothes is pattern. No. Maybe it's, you're always trying to shift blame. I will just say, okay, please, what else? What more can I do, to help you out? If the person says this, I'll be like, okay, I do as much as full refund to my customers, like full refund if you are not satisfied. And it's not like you will lose. When I get those clothes back, I sell them. It's not like you won't sell. It's just about a personal thing from that person. It's not really about you. So take feedbacks has positive take feedbacks as, you know, like positive things, like take it positively to grow. Use it to build yourself, to better yourself. That's what feedbacks are for. You can do some things for some people in your eyes, you think it's perfect. But when the person says, oh, I'm not okay with this, I'm not there, you just have to like try to create a middle ground. Some will say, oh, do a 50% refund for me. I've done refunds that I didn't even collect the outfit back. And I'll see the clients wearing the clothes and dancing online. Do you know those kind of things? But the way I do it, when I get those kind of feedbacks, I return your money. If you come back and buy from me, honestly, there's a way I will tailor that money inside what I'm going to charge you for the next thing. But you will not know. And you're not going to outrightly tell the customer that, oh, because I refunded you the last time, you're coming back to this, you already know it in your mind. You're going to like tailor it into, you know, the prices you'll be given. So feedbacks is really important and they are very, very good for growth. So however you have been doing when clients give you feedback, I want you to like change it and try to use it to grow. Don't give attitudes, don't squeeze your face, don't let it show your disposition that you are disappointed. Be happy, be glad to accept them and use it to grow positively. Now, that's where it also leads to number 7, handling rejection and building resilience. So these feedbacks, if you get negative feedbacks, handle it positively. Use it to build yourself, to grow. That is where you are building your resilience. In sales, there's no way everybody cannot accept you. Until you understand this fact, that is when you'll be able to accept feedbacks well. You're able to welcome it, you know, constructive feedback. You'll be able to welcome it positively. Just know that everybody cannot be for you. Just the way Coke, a lot of people like Coke. Some people still don't like Coke. It's okay. It's not a bad thing. Some people like Fanta. Some people like Sprite. We all cannot like the same thing. That's why you have your customer have preferences. You have your segment to, you know, attend to and address. So everybody cannot like everything. So the moment you understand that, you're able to like condition your mind to know that, okay, yes, I cannot satisfy everybody. So aside that, you will now learn, you know, from rejections and use the opportunity to grow and improve your business. Embrace feedbacks, you know, and then be very persistent. Like when you're doing your sales, when you're taking, when you're applying sales strategies, you're trying to like make sales or sell yourself, be very consistent and persistent. Persistent is like you're pushing, you're applying, you're not applying an aggressive force, but you are pushing out your products, you are selling yourself. Let people see you, be on the face, as they bring it to the face of people like this. You see the way afar they say, I'm a weather. In fact, I will not lie to you. In the whole class, I cannot forget afar. Like, I'm no offense to every other person in the house. I'm just trying to use it as an example, okay? Every other person too is valid. It always rings a bell in my head. I'm always remembering Afar. I'm always remembering his name, you know, where the way he introduces himself, it rings a bell in my head. If I see someone who is on, definitely I will have to like, you know, refer him. So that's how it works. Now, the final stage, second to the last stage, is customer retention. Now, the key to long-term sustainable growth for your business is retaining your customers. You don't want your customers to come and go, because trying to get new customers is like you starting all over again. So when you have your old customers, it's good to retain them. You can retain them use different strategies to retain your customers. Give them gifts, you know, do loyalty rewards, you know, offer rewards. Always like attend to their needs, ask them for feedback, show that you care, you know, be available for them. Don't do, I'm a madam, I'm too big, I don't have your time. Be accessible. When they send you messages, be prompt, respond to messages. Don't feel too big, like, what's this one doing? He's ordering a clothes of 5,000. They expect me to be wasting my time and be sending reply, you know. Be there for everybody, irrespective of, you know, the level they are. Be available, be prompt, respond to people, you know, and be welcoming. So that brings us to like, we're clearly rounding up. And the final thing is take action. And that action I'm saying now is following all the strategies and the elements of sales that I've given to you is now left for you to take action and apply it to your small business. This small business we're talking about, if you apply all these things, in no time you will see that you will grow and not become small again. You're going to be growing into a big business. So I'm going to do a summary of all I have said, and I hope that you understand what I have said so far. So I just want to do like a summary, then after then I'll do a conclusion, and then you're open, the floor is open for questions and answer. So now I took you through all the elements of sales, and in a nutshell, I'm going to tell you that the core elements of sales includes the product and service, which is the product you are providing to solve that problem. It involves your customer. That's for sales today. It involves a customer. You're going to interact with somebody. There has to be a relationship, and that's the customer. Now, it involves price. You have to put a price to the value you're giving. You have to put a price to the value you're giving out, because if there's no price in exchange for value, it's like you're achieving nothing as a business owner. So you cannot be dashing. There has to be a price placed on your value. So there's a value proposition. So that's the value you are giving in exchange for money as well. That unique thing about your product must exist. Like I also said, there's communication. Yeah, that's it. And then there's a mutual agreement. The customer is ready to say, oh, I'm ready to buy from you. It's already a mutual agreement. It can be in a formal way. It can be an informal way, based on the kind of business that you run. And then if there's an agreement, a transaction takes place. Payments, the client is willing to pay. So those are the core elements of sales: products and service, customer, value proposition, price, communication, a clear one, agreement, and then payment for purchase. So we have come to the end of sales for small businesses. So now that we've covered some of the core elements of, small businesses, it's time to take action. So I'm going to give you a quick roadmap. Identify your target customers and create detailed personas. Develop a strong value proposition that speaks directly to the needs of your customers, your target market. Build a sales funnel that takes customers from awareness to purchase and beyond. Leverage digital tools to automate and enhance your sales efforts. Develop resilience in them. So that is just all about sales that I have for you this morning on small businesses. So, and then I know because Toby is going to be coming to speak on marketing. Maybe when he finishes on that, I will now tell you what the difference is between sales and marketing, so that because a lot of people tend to mix sales with marketing. So right now, the floor is open for questions. I hope your videos are on. The floor is open for questions right now. So I'm ready to take your questions. So.
Good morning, Ma.
Yeah, good morning.
Hello, Ma.
Yeah, I can hear you. Good
morning.
Thank
you so much. Thank you
You're
so
welcome.
much.
You're
Thank you so much for your well-detailed and packaged class. I really appreciated it.
Thank you.
Even though I was thrown out at some point, but
wow.
I quickly had to reconnect, so I will not miss out at all.
There's no problem. I'll share the slides. I'll definitely share the slides.
Okay, so for me, I think we have. Can you hear me, Ma?
Yes, I can hear you clearly.
Can you hear me, Ma?
Yes.
Okay, I think the highlight for me was when you said to find out what works for your target audience and be consistent in it.
Yes.
And usually when I tell people that I'm not very active on Instagram, it sounds so weird. But for me, the reason is I found that I kind of resonate more with my audience on Facebook, WhatsApp, and Telegram.
It's fine. It's social media too.
Yeah,
that's social media too. It doesn't have to be Instagram.
Yeah, it's not that I don't plan to feature on Instagram, but it's
no, sorry. Maybe I made a mistake. It's not only Instagram. I was just using Instagram as an example. It can be on it can be on other platforms. I'm just using Instagram as an example based on my own. No. You can use TikTok, you can use Facebook. Just make sure you are there in the digital space. Facebook is fantastic. There's no problem. It's okay. It's really fine. If you can resonate well, fine. Anyone that works for you. That's why I said whatever works for your business is what you should apply.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Please, somebody should mute their mic. There's a noise at the background, please. Okay, so who wants to take the next question? Sorry, anybody else with a question or contribution? You know, anybody else? Is it that what I said you all understand?
Hello, ma.
Yes, hello. Who is speaking, please?
Yes, okay, Lawrence. Okay. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for giving us insights about this whole the sales and how to get your target customers and every other thing. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Okay, my own question is I didn't get the tool you said you can use for creating your invoice so that for payments when your customers want to make payments.
Yeah, there's so many tools you can use. You can use there's so many tools. It's kind of not in my head right now, but there's a particular one that I use. There are a lot. I'm sure some people would know it here. What's the name of this? Keeper has receipts. You can use Keeper. KIPPA. Keeper has a tool you can use to make receipts. Yeah, Zoe Invoice. Thank you, Christabel. Yeah, Zoe Invoice. There's one that I use. I can't even remember the name, but there are so many tools. If you even go on Google and Google it and say, I will definitely drop everything. Don't worry. I will drop a lot for you. I will drop a lot of things you can use for invoice, scheduling, posts, all those kind of things that will help you be able to multitask and not just waste time. So I'll drop it in the group. Don't worry. All the information will be dropped. Any other question? Is it that everything I said sank? I'm going to ask people questions though. I'm going to ask you a question. Should I start calling people's name?
All right, then. Romanos speaking.
Okay, Romanos, nice to have you.
Actually, do understood your lecture, your class, because of late I have been into too many research on this digital space. I have to pay for some class to even advance better within this short time. I'm still on it. So the sales you are bringing is already what I'm on currently researching. You get me? Okay. And then I have been able to create. Just this morning, I designed a digital product for myself. You get me? And then I'm still on the process. Like it says, it's a good one having to hear about sales strategy. So that will help me to also look at, understanding the target audience I need to, channel these products and to. Thanks so much for the insights in your class.
Yeah, nice to hear that. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much. Yes. Thank you, Gio. Good doc invoice template. Don't worry, we'll drop everything in the group anyway. So any other person, do you want to speak, make a contribution, or ask questions? The floor is open. So I think so I'm going to throw an exercise into the group because I see the way people are looking at my face, it's like my face is too fine. Nobody wants to talk again. Okay, so let me call I'm going to call somebody, Christabel. Because the Christabel's video is not on. Anybody that their video is not on, I'll call them. Is Christabel there? Because some people on video and go. Where is Christabel? Oh yeah, Christabel, I'm ready for you. Oh yeah, come and sell your business.
Everybody is turning on their
now when they I will call you. Christabel, oh yeah, sell your business to me based on what you learned today. I want you to sell your business to me. I'm your client, though. I'm not the facilitator now. I want to be convinced that yes, you are giving me something. So you can unmute your mic, please.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay. My name is Olamide.
It's good. I like the way you're smiling. Even without selling your product, if you're just smiling already, warming up to me, and I'll be willing to listen to you. Oh, yeah.
Hi, my name is Olamide. I'm the creative director of LHF. I'm into the production of bespoke, ready-to-wear vintage shirts for male and we also do contemporary wears. That's
okay, that's great.
to your preference also. So if I want you to patronize me, how am I supposed to say that? Okay, I would like it to be a part of our community.
So you ask your customer that. I ask you, am I supposed to say that?
No, I'm just saying. Okay, so I would like you to be a part of our community where we help. How do I put it? And I have this thing in my head while you were saying this thing, though.
It happens like that. So with what you have learned today, I just want you guys to go and tailor, like prepare your own, because it is very good. Like if you go out, if you go for events, you need to like network, market yourself. It's not just about gisting. You have to like be able to sell your product to somebody in less than 1 minute. So you cannot just be stuttering and dragging. You should be able to deliver, like be on point with your delivery. So everybody did well today, and I'm happy that you guys, it was engaging. So is there any other contribution? I see some people rolling their eyes. Please, if you have contributions, talk. Okay, so can I leave and then hand over the session to our marvelous, handsome young photographer in the house, Toby Odo. So he's going to be taking marketing. So I hand over to him now. And so you guys have had enough of my beautiful face. See you later. Bye.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Bye-bye. Yeah. Okay, over to you, Toby.
You can help me display my slide, ma.
Okay,
Thank you.
okay.
Yes. Good day, everyone. I hope everyone can see and hear me clearly.
Yeah, good day.
All right. I'm seeing beautiful faces. Dorothy, Basi, Christabel. Yeah, I thought Christabel has like a toothpaste company, when she was shining her teeth, but it's all good.
Okay, sorry, Toby. Sorry to interrupt you, Toby. I just
Okay.
want to be sure that, are you seeing the screen now?
I'm not, but as long as everyone can see the screen, I'm
Yeah,
fine.
participants, can you see the screen?
No, ma'am.
You can't. Okay. Just give me a minute. Let me try and see. I'm coming, please. Okay. Okay. So I think it should work now. Okay. Can you see the screen now?
Yes, ma. Yes, ma.
Sorry, please mute your mic. So can you see the screen now? Hello?
Yes.
Yes, ma. The screen is showing now.
Okay, thank you.
Sorry, please. We also need to respond. VJ, can you hear me, VJ?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, I don't say maybe you can just make Toby a post. Then please, all of us, we don't need to all respond. If I noisy place, you can just respond in the chat. If I noisy place, don't need to unmute and respond, please.
Okay, I should make Toby a host. Just give me a minute. Let me try and do that for my end.
Make him a post. Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that now. I'm trying to do that. Okay. Okay, so I think he should be able to do that now. Try it, Toby. Can you share screen now? Hello?
I think I'm fine with, can you hear me, ma?
No, I want you to be able to share your screen from your end. Or if it's not okay, I go on like that. I've already done it in the settings. Okay. Now you should be able to share your screen. Just go to the bottom and check for share screen.
Yes.
I don't think he's a host yet. He's not a host yet.
Okay, he has to be a host. Am I the one to allow that?
Yes.
Because I'm a co-host.
Yes, you are the host. Yes, you are the host. Just make him a co-host.
Okay, I'm trying to get that. I'm coming.
Well, maybe you should just help me share the screen instead.
Okay, I've made him a co-host now.
All right.
Yeah, I think he's a co-host now. Abi? Yeah, you're a co-host now, so you can do that.
I'm working on it.
Okay. Thank you, Lava.
I'm still trying to look for that. Post to. Okay, all right. All right. Can everyone see my screen now? Hello?
Yes.
All right. Can everyone see my screen?
Yes.
All
Yes,
right.
sir.
Yes, we can
Okay.
see.
Hold on. All right. And here we go. All right. So, good day, everyone, once again. And my name is Oluwatobi Man. I'm a creative director and a photographer. And I'm here to talk to you about marketing, the very basic of marketing in a way that everyone will understand. Can we all hear what I'm saying, please? Just to be sure.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
we
We are
can hear
hearing
you.
you. Can hear you.
All right. So first of all, thanks to BJ. She highlighted some of the things I was going to say, and that was a very good one. Thank you so much,
You're
BJ,
welcome.
once again, and that was a very powerful slide. It helped me to some extent as well. All right. So first of all, I'm going to talk about marketing. And I'm sure we've all heard about marketing, but I'm going to talk about marketing in the sense that a lot of people just want to go straight into marketing without having a background check on themselves, a background check on their brand and what they do. But I'll start with marketing. Marketing is the process of attracting, engaging, and retaining customers by promoting your product or service in a way that meets their needs. It involves understanding your target audience, creating a strong brand, and using strategies like social media, word of mouth, and advertising to increase sales and grow your business. I believe we all understand what marketing is. This is the process where you have to look for possible ways to keep your clients or your target audience in place and you don't allow your competitors to steal them, obviously. So, yes, now how to tell people about your business and convince them to buy from you instead of your competitors. That is it. So, I'm going to highlight on the 7 P's of marketing this period. And I'm just going to talk about, highlight them. Then as I continue the slide, I'm going to go deeper into them and we'll get to understand what I mean by what's on the slide. First of all, we have products. How many of us know that our products or service that we render is the core of our marketing? Hello, does everyone know about that? That's what you do, what you sell is the core of your marketing. It
Yes,
is
sir.
not
Yes, sir. We know.
how you promote it. Thank you very much. So it's if you're not solving a problem, you're probably not going to stand out. You have to ask your question, you have to ask yourself a question. Are you solving a problem? Are you solving people's problem or you are adding to their problem? You have to understand, first of all, your price. What are you going for? Are you going for luxury? Are you going for quantity, quality? Do you want plenty people? Do you want specific people? Let me just go this way. Do you want island people or you want mainland people, like some people will say? And the third thing is place. Are you where your customers are? How do they reach you? Do they reach you through online store or physical store or social media platforms or even third parties like Amazon, Temu, or even Jumia, as we all know? So it is very important we know all these things. And promotions. Um, how are you promoting yourself? I used to tell people that the first position of promotion is yourself. If you can't promote yourself, to promote your brand, I don't see how people will will understand you when you're trying to promote your business to them. It is very understand that we understand ourselves as a brand and what we do and how we promote these things. How do we influence our clients to patronize us? How do we advertise what we do through ourselves generally? And people that work with you, people you collaborate with, they are very, very important, and you have to understand them. And the fifth thing, the sixth thing I'll talk about is your process, your delivery process. I'm a photographer, and it's very important that as a photographer, your delivery time is very, very important and crucial. How you deliver, how you package your goods, and how you package what you do when you're delivering them, how you talk to clients when they ask you for details about a particular package or a product that you are offering. And the last thing is physical evidence. Do you show workings? Like, how do you show your workings? Are you someone that share experience? That is even if you have customers experience, like good positive customer experience. Do you share them on your WhatsApp status, as low as that WhatsApp status, your Instagram, if you're using your Instagram? Do you share all these things? These are things that will make people who want to come and patronize you. How do they know that your brand identity, packaging, store design, whatever you do is legit and they can trust you with their money? It is very, very important. So on to the next part. And how many of these brands or companies do you recognize? I believe we all recognize everything. So I'm going to call on somebody to tell me the very first line. You're going to tell me the difference between these four: the Glow, MTN, Airtel, and Nine Mobile. And is there anybody that would like to share their experience, or should I call on someone? Hello, should I call on someone? All right,
Can you
Christabel.
rephrase the question, sir?
The very first line, the telecommunication
Yes.
institute, telecommunication companies. What can you tell me about the four of them?
Okay. So
Yes.
Glow is home based as it's owned by a Nigerian.
Okay.
MTN is owned by South African, also in Nigeria. Airtel is like a franchise that was brought into Nigeria. And
Okay.
Nine Mobile, I can't really say what's happening to Nine Mobile right now. It's supposed to be a franchise too, but customized for Nigerians. But currently, I don't even know if the network is still existent in Nigeria.
Mm. Mm. Okay, thank you very much. I really appreciate your response. And
You're welcome.
but there's something similar to all these people. They render the same service, but in different expressions. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Now, secondly, they have different target audience. Yes or no?
Uh, I would like you to explain that, please.
All right, when I say target audience, we all know their telecommunication. Everybody wants to put a SIM in their phone to have like calls, and some people will say, I've been using Glow since I was a child. Some people say MTN, everywhere I go that the network is good. Airtel is good for me. Nine Mobile, well, by the way, but they all have, everyone wants to use them to, Jonathan, you put them in your mobile devices to call and to, do you understand, do your data subscriptions and have a good life, do you understand, communicate with your clients through these
Yes,
telecommunication
you mentioned.
services.
Okay.
Hello, can you hear me? You wanted to say something?
So you mentioned target audience, and that's why I said I don't understand. Because
Yes,
of course,
target
we're all
target.
for communication.
Yes, exactly. Target audience. They have different target audience in the sense that they have the same target audience, but in different expressions. And this is what I mean. People that want to use a telecommunication, like you want to use a SIM card, you need a SIM card. Yeah, everybody is out there to use a SIM card. Like, so if you have a mobile phone, you want to use a SIM card. Why do you want to use a SIM card? Now, this is where the expression comes in. Some people will prefer MTN over Airtel. Some people prefer Glo over. That is where the different forms of expressions comes in. But the target audience is that people will need a SIM card to put in their mobile phones and to do what? To use them on their phones and mobile to call, and you need a very good network to do whatsoever you want to do. And the difference between all this is their expressions, how they do it, their data charges, their rates, and how affordable and easy it is for you. So for example, I use Nine Mobile. I've used Nine Mobile for like 16 years thereabout, and all of a sudden, like 3 weeks straight, they gave me issues, and guess what? I had to just put them by the side, and I started using Airtel. Now, what is the difference? The difference is Nine Mobile couldn't serve me as they were serving me before, so I can easily change. What is the difference? The difference is that there is something different about how valuable, trustworthy, and reliable I think they are, and that is why I can switch to another network. This network I'm switching to are doing the same thing, but better than how they are doing it at that moment. And that is why I could easily switch. Same thing with all these brands. They have a lot of clients and they understand their clients and what their clients want. People will prefer GTD over Frostbank. People will prefer UBA over Zenith and vice versa because of what they get. And some people even use all of them. How many of us use like 2 or 3 there?
I use 2 SIMs.
Hello, Toby. We can't hear you again. Is Toby still here? Maybe his network is gone. Okay. Toby, are you back?
Yes, I'm back. I'm so sorry.
Okay. No problem.
Where did everyone miss me? All right,
You
so I was
asked
asking.
a question and said, how many SIMs do you use? How many products are being
Exactly. Is there anyone here that use more than 2, 3 SIMs or 3 banks, 2 banks over here? I'm sure some of us do. Hello?
Can you?
Yes,
Okay.
sending answers in the chat box. Some say they use 2 SIMs. Some
Okay,
say
now,
MTN and Glo.
and I'm so sure that you prefer one over the other. You might have 2, 3 banks and you have different, you can use one for your business account and use one for your personal account. You can have 2 SIMs where you use one just for phone calls because they serve you better in that form. And you have another one for data. So these people serve you in different forms. Now, I'm going to talk about branding in marketing. So hello, the reason why, can you see my screen?
No, sir.
Okay, all right, sorry.
Mercy, mute your mic. Blessing, mute your mic.
All right, sorry, hold on. All right, can we see my screen now?
Yes.
Somebody said until the data hike, MTL was strictly for browsing, but lately have been low because of affordability. Now
Yeah.
that's it.
Toby, is Toby still there? Hello? I guess his network. Hello, Toby. Can you all hear me?
We are hearing you.
Okay.
Yes,
I don't know
I
what's
can hear
happening
you.
to Toby. Yeah, I don't know what's happening to Toby. I think his network. He's back. Toby, are you there? Wow. I don't know what's happening. Oh, God.
Can you hear me now?
So you can hear you. What happened?
Thought it actually bad, even at my own side.
Yes, I know
All
that.
right. Can we all hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
We are
We
already
can hear you.
We are busy network. They are showing us shaggy already. All right, sorry. All right. So I'm going to talk. I'm not going to talk about marketing in the way we know marketing to be directly. I'm going to talk about marketing in the sense that we need to understand. Please, can you turn off your mic, please? I'm going to talk about marketing in the sense of what we need to know about our brand and how we need to grow and what we need to do. First of all, you need to do a background check on yourself. You won't want to spend huge amount of money on marketing and you only get clients come to you once or your target audience come to you once and they don't want to come to you again. You know that that's not a good return on investment. I hope we all know that. So what are these things that makes clients not to come back the second time, third time? And as a photographer, someone in the industry I respect the most is T.Y. Bello. How many of us know T.Y. Bello here?
We
All
know
right,
that.
so T.Y. Bello is a photographer. Some of us might know as gospel musicians or storyteller. And over the time, she's not looking for new clients again. I attended a class of hers, and she's not looking for new clients. Why? Because she already has her clients. Her clients are not clients of now. They are clients of 10 years, 15 years ago that keeps coming back, keeps coming back, keeps coming back. And in fact, she's looking for a strategic way to even shortlist those clients so that she don't have to get overbooked. So how did she get this over time? Like how would you be able to keep a client for 15 years and they keep coming back every year? First of all, you have to define and understand your brand foundation. Before anything else, you have to be clear on this, your mission. What does your business exist? What problems do you solve? Your values, what do you stand for? Are you standing for quality, quantity, or you're standing for innovations? You need to understand. Third thing is your unique selling point. What makes you stand out from your competitors? What differentiates you from your competitors? How do you package yourself? The fourth thing is your target audience. Who are your ideal customers? What do they care about? Don't go and be looking for customers that are not yours, why yours are just there and you're not working on how to satisfy them. You need to satisfy your customers and make sure that you understand what they want. You see those five customers you have, let them keep coming back. It's a very plus for you. Let them keep coming. As you're doing other strategic plans on getting more customers, let them keep coming back. You see the results. Now, I'm going to talk deeply about what the first one is, the define and understand your brand foundation. Building a strong brand, building a strong brand is more than just having a logo. In the process of branding or rebranding, it is important to understand that creating a lasting impression that makes people trust and choose you over others is very important. And I have three keys that I could pick from mentors and people that have spoken with me. The three things are: you have to be valuable. A valuable brand or person offers something truly need or appreciated. This means your service or product is worth the price and makes a difference. If you tell them your price is 1 million naira, they will believe you because you are valuable. They've tested and they know that you're valuable. The second thing is trustworthy. A trustworthy brand or a brand that is honest and ethical, people feel safe doing business with them. People want to come back to you when they know that the last time I sent him money to do so and so, he delivered on time and with kind gestures. How won't they come back to you? The third thing is reliability, being reliable. A reliable brand or person consistently delivers on their promises. This means that people trust you you
Okay,
trust your
sorry,
consistency.
Toby, sorry to interrupt. They are not seeing your screen anymore.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I don't know why it keeps going off. I'm trying to share my screen. I hope everyone can see my screen now. Can we all see my screen?
Yeah.
All right.
Yes, we can see.
So I'm talking about the very first thing you need to do in trying to have a good marketing strategy. And the first thing is define and understand your brand's foundation. And I spoke about being valuable and trustworthy. And the third thing is reliability. Um, your target audience, let me tell you something, to get your target audience at or to have people patronize you, they don't need you to stress them. If you stress your target audience, they are most likely not going to come back to you. But if you give them a safe space that they can always rely on you and know that, this guy takes away all my worries. This guy does not stress me when I want to do this. As a photographer, you need to understand your client's mood when you're talking to them, their tones, you need to understand, even as just chatting with them, when you realize on certain tones, you try to calm it down. You don't want to add more stress to your clients. They will run off, they will run away. So you need to understand you have to create a safe space for them where they feel like, oh, you're trustworthy and they can rely on your consistency and they can depend on you. And they understand that you are valuable as well. Now, the second thing I'm going to talk about is build a community and not just a customer base. And the very first thing I'm going to talk under this particular one is word of mouth. And I call it Sorosuke. How many of us still remembers this era of Sorosuke? All right. So people trust recommendations from friends than ads. How many of us here is a living witness on this? Hello? How many of us have experienced our friends refer us to a client and the person reached out to us and we made sale from that process?
I have also, I have a lot.
Can you share your
Also me too.
experience with me? Can you share your experience with me, please? Hello? Can someone share their experience with me?
All right, sir.
Okay,
Thank
good
you.
afternoon. Good morning, sir. Good afternoon. I don't know how. I didn't take my time.
All
Okay,
right, fine.
I had a friend who bought something from me. My name is Ruth, a CEO of
Okay,
John. I'm
okay,
into on your innerwears and night gowns.
Okay.
I had a friend who bought on this for me and boxers. At first, when she came, she was complaining of the prices, and I tried my little way to convince her. And she actually went to ask others, and she found out that mine was cheaper, kind of. So she came back and bought. Then she started introducing me to others. So in short, if they call her, they'll tell them, go to another place who that product, another place. And
I'm
through
listening.
her, it was my first customer. So through her, I've been able to get other customers that calls me and sometimes.
Beautiful.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Thank you. Is there any other person that would like to share their experience as well?
Okay, let me
Good
share mine
afternoon,
too.
All right. All right, please, I'm listening. Your name, please. Hello. Oh, I think I lost her.
All right.
Okay, can I go?
Hello,
Can I go?
can you hear me?
Yes,
What we're going
please.
to
You
do,
can
please,
go
if you
on.
want to speak, just raise up your hand. I saw Romano's hand up.
Okay, please, can you speak Romano?
All right. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, my name is Romano Sebomuche. I'm the CEO of Romac Media Concept.
Beautiful.
We do everything entertainment, and particularly as a person I do and see another thing. So for many times I've gotten I've had recommendations for people's events. You get me? And the one I'm going to be marshalling out on the 6th, which is just next week, is also via recommendation or referral to the person. And so reaching there, the person actually called me for an MC. For reaching there, I had to pitch my company and business. And I got other things, part of them, which include managing the event for this person. And so I've also had a negative vibe too via recommendation. Again, recommending me to a person because of a cheaper pricing for a service rendered somewhere. And so using that same recommendation to another, again, which eventually I didn't pick some of those businesses because they didn't resonate with me. So this my experience when it comes to
all right. Thank you so much.
What actually happened in filmmaking part of me as a director and another brand of crew member. Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you for sharing your experience. I would like to take one more person before I move on.
Ayo Mercy, you can go ahead, please.
Thank you.
There's still one more person after Ayo Mercy, so take.
Okay. All right. Ayo Mercy, I'm listening.
Okay, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Good morning. So I've actually got a lot of recommendation from my business. I produce bags. So there was one lady that I had to convince her because she was looking for somebody to, to help her to produce a school bag for her children. So because of the price that I gave to her, she was like reluctant. I was persuasive enough to at least to tell her that when you produce from me or when you buy from me, I give you quality. So you will have the time you use the bag, it will take you a lot of time before you want to sew another bag. So she reluctantly did the bag. So after doing the bag, she found out that it was actually true. And by so doing, she recommended me to some of her friends and her neighbors around, telling them that what I do is of quality and it's of standard also. So that's
beautiful.
Yeah, Amaka
Thank you,
can go
Ayo.
next. Amaka next.
Okay, thank you very much. I am Amaka Banuzwe, CEO of Maxis Hub. So for me, word of mouth has actually boosted sales because what I do for now, I have a wholesale group where I always advertise available products. And for those who have made orders and I have delivered, they always refer to their colleagues in the same line of business, because the idea for me is to be a top distributor for the products that I sell. And some of the feedback I have got that will make them, when they come to me to ask if I can add them to my group, the feedback is always your pricing, quality of your product, and prompt delivery. So for me, that actually helps me to boost my services in that line, be able to get, for me to be able to get more referrals. That's really helped me. I can't even count the number of times that I've closed deals out for word of mouth.
Beautiful, Amaka.
Thank you.
I'm glad we have lots of living testimonies here. And I heard when my co-host BJ said that she she has gotten most of her clients, or most of her client comes from Instagram. And in my head, I was like, well, I wish you, but for real, most of my clients comes from word of mouth. People refer me a lot. If not 90%, I would say 95% of my clients come to like through someone referring me. And what they do is, are you sure? Once they ask the person and the person tells them, ah, he's good, this and okay, you know what, what's his Instagram handle? They check my Instagram and they're like, okay, they send me a DM, and the next thing is we continue chat. And I ask them later while collecting data, and they will ask me and say, do you know who referred me? I said yes, and they will tell me, okay, this is the person that referred you to me and this, and I was like, okay, all right. So most of my clients come from word of mouth, and I want us to know that this is the most powerful and cost-effective ways to grow your community. It is very, very important. A lot of people will say, we think that if you don't have millions, you cannot get clients. It is not true. It is not true. If you have a good service, you see those 5 clients that you have, they will multiply into 10, they will multiply into 15, and like that, they will keep going up. So I want us to understand also that, see, people trust recommendations from your friends, family, even as little as those things are, they trust it more than the ads that you do. I'm a living testimony, and I'm sure some of us have witnessed it, and that's why I asked the question earlier. So also, I'm going to talk about how people connect with stories and not just products. The second part says, share your journey, missions, and values. Share your journey, missions, and values. Be relatable and authentic. Let your audience feel like they are part of your brand's growth. How well have you convinced those around you to patronize you than a stranger who is already patronizing a competitor? How well have you convinced those around you? Some of us will not been able to even convince our families to patronize us, and we now want a stranger that that is already patronizing our competitor, that is standing out already, and we want them to patronize us. Sometimes we need to understand it is more than that. People fall for stories, and many of us know that if there are sometimes I go on Instagram, TikTok, and I see an emotional stories, and all of a sudden I just started following the person because I could resonate with what the person was trying to communicate. It is very, very important that we allow people connect with our stories and not just the product. It's a feeling and experience. The third thing is offer value beyond selling. You can give free tips, advice, inspirations, let people know that there is, aside from what you do, you can recommend them and tell them why you need to get this. You need to get this because you need to do this. You need to get, okay, for example, as a photographer, I can give a tip, or I give a tip on on why you need to do a corporate headshot. You need to do a corporate headshot because professionals or companies that are career companies, when they see you and you're not looking professional, they won't take you serious. And that's one of the first things they look at before checking your profile. So it is very important you advise people, and in advising them, they see a need to want to patronize you. I wrote down here that sometimes we do not need to do the talking. We can have friends and a small community who do the talking by referring us to their own community of friends because they have experienced our service, product, and they have enjoyed it. It is very important we understand that. The third thing is to know our audience. You need to know your audience. This is the key to a successful marketing, sales, and brand growth. If you know who they are, what they want, and how they behave to what you offer, you can tailor your business to meet their needs effectively. The second thing here is collecting audience data. During 3 days lectures, one of our facilitators or two of our facilitators said something about collecting audience data. You need to collect your target your target audience data. Reviewing their data helps you to make informed decision, improve engagement, increase sales. Keep collecting, analyzing, and adjusting your strategy to stay connected with your audience needs. This helps you to know their age differences, what platforms do you get your audience from the most, and which of your product or service is mostly preferred. You have TikTok, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, and you don't know where you are making more money or where your customers are coming to you the most or where you're getting a lot of views. You need to be able to collate data and understand. This month alone on Instagram, 5 people has asked me, how much do you sell this? On Facebook, 30 people have asked me, how much do you sell this? On TikTok, 200 people have asked me, how much do you sell this? On LinkedIn, 5 people have asked me, how do I channel this to money? We need to understand you need to understand that you need to keep those data where you get more response from or more questions from, work on that part. There's something positive that is about to come out from there. The third thing I'm going to talk about is engage and interact with your audience through comments, DMs, emails, and any medium you can easily reach them. The more you understand them, the better you can serve them by creating target market strategies. Because your customer that patronized you as a photographer, a customer patronized me for birthday shoots last year, and it is 2 months to their birthday. I already send them a text and say, your birthday is coming up. I wish you happy birthday in advance. That simple text means a lot to them because they feel like, oh, you understand that. That means you're keeping data. And how do I keep data? Through invoice. So I collect my invoice that for the month of September last year, these are the gigs I got. And there I go there when it's almost that time, I go there to check and make a review and see that, okay, I need to do some follow-up. These people might want to do a birthday shoot this year. Now, the fourth thing I'll talk about is maximize the use of social medias. If most of your clients are active by 6 p.m., post your content at that time. Maximize the use of social media. If most clients are active at 6 p.m., post your content at that time. I'll give more information on the next slide. Now, I'm going to talk about the ones we generally know as marketing, which is media-driven activities. Media-driven activities refer to marketing and promotion efforts that you use or in various media channels to reach and engage an audience. These activities help businesses build awareness, attract customers, and boost sales. And one of them is social media. We all know a lot of people use social media, and you do adverts on social media and you don't get results, and you wonder, why am I not getting results? Why am I not getting that? Because you've not done a background check on yourself. People check your page and they see that you have a good graphic design flyer, or you have you projected your product out there and it is appealing. And they look at it and say, okay, let me check this person's page. And they go to your page and they can't even find any appealing content, or you're not even telling stories related to what they want to hear or what they want to see. It is very, very important that we understand how to meet our target audience needs from Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, YouTube, and we understand that all these platforms, they have they need strategic ways on how you need to post your content. You cannot post YouTube content on Instagram. You cannot post long content on that you're supposed to post on YouTube on Instagram or TikTok. You know that TikTok is best for short videos and brand storytelling. Facebook is best for ads, community building, and local business promotion. LinkedIn is best for promotion, professional networking, corporate branding. If you're serious with your what you do and you need professional networking, LinkedIn is the best. With the help of BJ and I will be trying to grow our LinkedIn so serious this time. And I'm glad that she's here listening to me. We give ourselves updates on how to move this forward. Twitter, if you are not, if your mind is not strong on Twitter, I will advise you keep Twitter by the side. But for Twitter, Twitter is good for quick updates and customer engagement. YouTube, as we know, long form content, tutorials, and educational videos. You can do if you give educational videos. YouTube is actually very good for you. Then you can now have like a snippet of your YouTube videos on your Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and so on. Now, social media is a long-term game, and that's why I like social media. It takes time and consistency. Some of us, when we open social media accounts on Instagram, immediately we'll go and buy 15,000 likes. After 6 months, we say we're not getting clients, we're not getting people to patronize us, and we will now enter depression mode. Why? Because you didn't grow your community. You don't have a community to say you can't call them loyal communities, you can't call them loyal clients. This social media, it takes time and consistency, and that's why you see likes of Eric Gugwa over the time, 10 years, they've been trying to grow content, they've been trying to create content, and guess what? Now they know what they need to do to have a loyal content. You need to also understand that you need to leverage on what works for you each season. If it is Instagram that works for you, work with it. Like Amaka that said it is Facebook that works for her. She understands her community. She will stick with Facebook until she starts seeing signs that Instagram can work for her. That is by the way. Now, let's go to the next one. The next one which I'm going to talk about is paid media advertising. It helps business reach a larger target audience quickly by running ads. Um this is the point where companies like Maggie, you see them do this involves like a very specific strategy because you need finance to be able to do this. You need lots of money to be able to do this to some extent. This is where you start to run ads on platforms like Google, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and LinkedIn. And that's why Temu for some time was running over everywhere. It takes a very large team to be able to sit down and talk about how can we influence these communities, these platforms with this, and this is the budget we have for this. You need to have a team to be able to categorically say you can handle paid media advertising. And as you grow in business, you get to that stage that you can say, okay, I can invest $30,000 on odd platform to advertise my product and invest with $1,000 to invest on all these platforms because you've seen growth, you've grown, you have an experience. Don't go and put 100,000 on adverts that you don't even have a good story on your page. You don't have a good story or content that are relatable to your target audience. You spend a whole lot of money, and you now, after you spend so much money, 3 months down the line, you're like, I'm not getting results. What have I done? Now, like I said earlier, different platform works for different goals. You need to understand which of these platform works for you. Now, there's a tip here that says start with one or two platforms where your target audience is most active. If it is Facebook and TikTok that works for you, or Facebook and Instagram that works for Instagram and TikTok, stick with them. Stick with them. Don't do too many platforms at the same time. You want to run ads here, run ads there, get a community on this platform. That community, stick with that community on that platform. When you grow to the point that you can now have a percentage or have a budget to move to another platform, then you can now do so. Don't choke yourself with I can do this, let me do this, let me client will come from a client and it won't it's not advisable to go in that direction. Now, paid ads allow you to target specific group based on number one is demographic, that's age, gender. The second thing is behaviors, Gen Z, their hobbies, brands follow what brands they follow, purchasing habits, what they like. That's the second thing. Location, national or global target. Are you targeting people from outside the country? I have a friend of mine, last 2 years, she started targeting people from outside the country. And trust me, this time, if you want to send anything to any country now, she has access to it because she already knows that I'm done with my target base in Lagos and Nigeria. I have them already. Now I want to move outside because people keep traveling out of the country and they said, I need this new product that you've done. And a friend of mine that has been in the UK for 10 years also needs, how can you send it down there? She already know that target audience is now calling her from different part of the world. So she did what? Enlarge her scale, look alike audience, find new people similar to your existing customers. I put in here algorithm. You need to understand how these apps work and how you need to run your ads. If you need to take a course on how to run ads, please do. I personally, I won't lie to you, I don't do ads because it doesn't work for me at the moment. Ads don't work for me. Like I said earlier, most of my clients are from people referring me. 95% of my clients are from people referring me. And what they do next is they check my content on whichever platform and they see that okay, this guy has appealing content and relatable content, something I can work with, and they patronize me. The more the last one is retargeting your audience. Show ads to people who visit your website but didn't buy. Make sure that's what Temu does. Temu, if you like, you scroll immediately, they will come back for you again, whether you like it or not. Now everybody is sending links to each other. Please, can you use my promo code? Can you use my code to open Temu so that I can have 150K discount? Strategy. There's a team handling that for Temu. The more specific your target, the better your ad performance. Now, I'm going to talk about the next one, public relations, that's PR and publicity. It helps build and gain media exposure and improve their reputation on like paid advertising. PR focuses on getting free organic coverage through news, blogs, and influencers. This requires a team. It is not a one-man business. If you try as much as possible to do this, it's not advisable because it might drain your time, drain your energy. This is where you start enlarging. The these are the strategies in doing marketing strategies that you need to understand that you are not the only one again. You've enlarged your capacity. Your capacity is not like when you started. This is as you grow. This is what companies like Maggie, Zenny Bank, Golden Pen, this is what they use. They pay certain people to do the job for them. Look for Punch newspaper. Make sure that we are topping Punch newspaper next tomorrow because we have a new project. Look for how we can collaborate with um, bloggers, and see how we can get 5 influencers that can talk about okay, like I mean on TikTok now. You can go and say, okay, Pella, I want to let you help me advertise this to your people. That's, by the way, that's the work of a relations and publicity. They go into things that they have specific audience that they want to catch at that period of time. They have specific audience they want to catch at that period of time. Next one is video marketing. It's one of the most powerful tools for promoting a brand, engaging customers, and driving sales with platforms like YouTube, Instagram, Reels, TikTok, LinkedIn Business. Business can reach a wider audience and lasting impact. Lasting impact. Lasting impact. I did a project earlier this year with Maggie. I was in charge with few of my friends with the BTS. and we took BTS of. It's called Tales of Ramadan. It's on YouTube right now. Their episode, they are dropping it because of Ramadan season. It's Ramadan season, and this they're trying to. It is for wider audience. This video marketing is for wider audience. They know that this is going to be a fasting period for Muslims. How can we tell a story that they can relate with, and it will last long? They will keep remembering. There's no one that will watch Maggie. I had to buy Maggie at home. I use not chicken at home, but because I saw the video and I went to the supermarket to get foodstuffs, I just saw Maggie product. I was like, I just left not chicken. I was like, no, I have to, because when I watched the video, it's I was part of the project, but there's a different feel when I watched the video. I was trying to put myself in the position of those that can resonate with it. I'm not a Muslim, but I could resonate with it to some extent. That's strategy. You've reached a wider audience. Both Christians and Muslims even watch the video. And guess what? It has lasting impact. Now, the next one is event and experiential marketing. This one is one of the things that most of us don't leverage on, and it is very important. Aside from you being the host or sponsoring an event, how many of us can boldly reach out to other people sponsoring events and say, I want to exhibit in this your event? It is very, very important. This is another strategic way of making this thing. Well, you don't have to be the host or the one sponsoring the event, but you can be part of the event by showcasing what you do. The person in charge of interior, somebody had mentioned interior design, painting. Do you know that you can go with boards and you paint them and you show them different things of boards and why you different paintings on the boards, and you post them on the exhibition. Like if you have any exhibition coming or relatable exhibition that you know that your target audience will be there. You, first of all, like I said, understand your client if they are going for quantity or quality. Are you going for luxurious brand? Are you a luxurious brand going for luxury, or you're going for the quantity? You need to understand that yourself before you now start looking for your target audience. Then you now start looking for events or people hosting events relatable to what you do. Then you go, they ask them if you need to pay for a slot. This is where, like I said, this is the point where you're already getting to that point where you can invest so much money. Don't go and loan money that you're not sure of. I don't advise people to loan money. It is good when you get to a point you can loan money to do some certain things. It is very important because you need a fast response. That is when you're sure to some extent that you get your return in investment. But if you're not so sure, don't go and get an exhibition all of like 300. They tell you 200K or 300K, and when you're going to finalize on the cost of what you are going to bring to exhibit, you're spending additional 400K, and when you get there, you're only going home with 50K. It is not advisable. We have to be wise and be strategic with all these things. Examples of event marketing, which I'm just going to quickly talk about: product launch. Introduce a new product to customers and media, something different from what they generally see. Trade shows and expos, business showcase products to industry professionals. Like I said before, showcase it. When you see trade shows, you know that, no, this thing, my target audience are there. I will go for it. Workshops and webinars. You can attend the webinars and see. There's a lady that did bags. She brought her bags to the training. A very I saw those bags, and I forgot to talk to her. I'm very proud of her. I'm very, very proud of her. If you're not confident with what you are doing, you cannot go to that extent. There's a lady that came out as well to say that she sells underwear. If you're not confident with what you are just wasting your time, honestly speaking. You need to be able to, whatever gathering you have to be able to connect. Like BT said, she's not someone that used to talk. I'm also someone that does not used to talk before. But when I know that, if you talk, you miss out on so many things. Even some events we go to, it was BJ that used to push me. I envy BJ a lot, and to all the ladies out there, please, if you can reach out to her directly, she's a very good mentor that you can work with. It is very, very important. Anybody around, I keep telling them, she's very, very, very good on that aspect, and I really, really acknowledge that part of her. She does not waste. If she's this person you want to talk to, she will go and talk to that person. There's nothing you want to do. She go, if you now say no, but she has gone to talk to the person. So sometimes we need to play our part, look the part, and do what? Act the part. Networking events, network. Wherever you know that you can connect with other brands, potential clients, you don't even have to be clients. It can be people you can collaborate with. Go there. Go there. Sitting out at home will not resolve, or sitting out in your physical store will not resolve to any positive. You're not hard to eat. But if you go for things like that, you're not spending money. This money you're going to spend is still fair, and you get there, you connect with people. You don't even know who they are. They can have a connection and say, okay. For example, now if I have a business idea on welding and door, I already know who I'm going to call. I already know I'm going to call what's his name? Read one. Am I right? Is Read one still around? Because over the meeting and our physical meeting and the class,
Yes, I'm around.
he has been putting himself in that position. He's confident with what he's doing and he's proud of what he's doing. And that is why he can boldly come out and say, aha, this is what I do. And I'm into this, I'm into that. Now, pop-up shops, festivals, sponsorships, festivals and conferences. Make sure all you're trying to do is gain visibility. Now to the next slide, which is collaboration. This is the very best and my favorite part. As a creative and a photographer, I can tell you how collaboration has helped me grow without spending a dime. I'm telling you, without spending a dime. Without spending a dime on adverts as well. And even though I'm going to spend a dime, it's just going to be on maybe logistics. It's than paying thousands of naira to advertise my product. I know what works for me. Collaboration works for me with makeup artists, with other photographers, with other brands, with food brands, and all. I know what works for me. Collaboration works for me. Collaboration is a win-win marketing strategy. I'm not, maybe what works for me is because running ads don't work for me. So I'm not really a fan of running ads at this moment. There's a point I'll get to because I'm trying to reach a particular target audience and I'll now run ads so that it can reach them. But at this point, I'm fine with my results. I'm working on this season. I'm trying to keep those people that I have now. Aside from my clients, those people I collaborate with, people that I did something in a project one time because I wanted to get more people to do headshots and patronize me for headshot. I called my friends. I said, people of God, please let's meet in church after service. And I went to a port. I told them I'll do an headshot. They should dress well. They were so happy because even they want to even update their profile pictures and for professional use. And when I told them, we met after service and I took the headshot of them and I posted them. Guess what? They referred me to their friends. "Ah, I like this picture. It's my friend that took it now. It's good." They referred me. I got more headshot gigs. I wanted to do a flyer, but at the long run, I didn't do a flyer again because I wanted to run ads on it. But I got choked with the number of headshots that I got booked from people that referred me. And I saw the picture of Peter, and Peter told me that you're the one that you took the picture. Can I have something similar to this? Before you know, they're already having other sessions with, okay, can we do a portrait session? So I'll do two outfits, one outfit for corporate headshot and the other outfit for full body headshot. More sales through collaboration. I didn't spend money, I didn't pay anybody, and the job is done. Now, the last part, which is I'm going to talk about this before I move to the next one is consistency. You've figured what works for your team. You know what experience works for your target audience and your people. How consistent are you in releasing that service and quality? I would have asked us to share experiences, but time is running. So I'm going to just give you experiences. I've been to several bakeries and they piss me off. Sometimes I don't even like buying bread again. Sometimes I'll buy bread from a bakery, and because there's inflation or there's increase in price of flour, they will reduce the quality of what they need to put in the bread, and the money will still be there, or they even increase the price of the bread, whichever one. And you eat the bread, and the reason why you're going back there is because the taste of the bread is unique and you love it. But they've changed their quality. How am I supposed to patronize them when quality is what I'm going for? That's a different case. You always deliver on your promises. Customer orders from you 3 or 30 pieces of underwears and they need it on Friday. And on Monday morning, you're telling them, I'm so sorry, I couldn't get this part rider. That's not a good customer service. You have to you have to look at possible. A lot of people choke. I've been in this situation where I choke myself because I'm so sure that I'm going to deliver tomorrow. I'll now go and say I'll deliver tomorrow. But sometimes you have to apply sense and apply strategy. You don't have to tell them tomorrow, even though you know you want to deliver. You can tell them you deliver 2 days later. Even though you deliver tomorrow, they'll say, he said 2 days later, but he delivered yesterday. He delivered today. I'm proud of him. They want to refer you and say, oh, no, no, he keeps his promise. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say. We need to understand that we need to keep all this quality, things that you know that works for your clients, that makes your client to keep patronizing you. Stick with them. Keep doing them. Improve on them. Collect data and ask how you can make it even better before you now start looking for other clients. Don't work with this client and work with them and you deliver the job and immediately you're already looking for other clients or target audience. Meanwhile, your target audience, you don't even know what they really want. You don't know what they did enjoy during their last shoots. All right, now the very last one I'm going to talk about. SWOT analysis. And I'm going to use my business as an example. But what is SWOT analysis? It is strategic planning tool that helps business owners understand their strengths, weakness, opportunities, and threats. It provides a clear picture of where the business stands and how to grow strategically. You know why I like SWOT? SWOT is not about you alone. It is not about your business alone. SWOT is about 4 things. It is about you, it is about your competitors, it is about your collaborators, and it is what about your clients. That's what I realized about SWOT. It talks about your strengths, how you do well what you do, and how you do it. It talks about your weakness, what you need to improve to satisfy your client, your target audience. Opportunities, chances to grow. Like I will keep saying, collaboration, it is very important. Some of us are too proud to even say we want to collaborate with with another people because we feel like they will still apply it. I mean, it works, but let me tell you something. Everybody, if you do play your part well, your client will always be your client. No matter what, TYS Bello client will always be TYS Bello. There's no doubt about it. And Tiwa Bello is also friends with other top photographers and they chill, they dine together. But still, their clients will always be their clients. That's what we don't know. We're always scared that if I expose this to this person will steal my client. I mean, a lot of us have had the experience, but it shouldn't stop us from collaborating. We just need to know the boundaries and the boundaries we need to set in working together. Now, I'm going to talk about my brand. And just to relate with this about SWOT. Okay, I have it here for my business. My strength is strong skill in corporate headshots, portrait events and wildlife photography, food photography, commercial photography, my strengths, and I hold it well. I have strong portfolios and client testimonials, even from brands. Now, I'm passionate about storytelling through photography. I tell stories, relatable stories, documentaries, you find me there. Now, what are my weaknesses? First of all, brand awareness to reach new clients. I want to reach clients outside the world, and what are the chances of me or them trusting my services? One. Secondly, possible competition from other photographers in the industry. Actually don't see I don't see them as competitions to some extent. Me, I just see competitions as a form of me personally on what I need to do myself to grow. I'm not seeing competitions as or competitors as enemy. Sometimes I learn from my friends that are photographers. I have a lot of photographers as friends, and I tell them, Baba, Afa, this effect where you do. Sorry, I'm speaking BD, but this effect you did, I want to learn it. How can we do it? Send me tutorials, or should I come to your studio and we work something out? It works. Before you know, they even trust you to even say, okay, come and teach me this. And you also teach them the same thing. That's how my industry works. For me personally, for some people, it doesn't work that way. Now, need for better pricing strategies to increase revenue. You tell your clients, my friends 2 years ago, they'll be like, Toby, your this thing is expensive now. We can't afford you as before. What did I do? I created a special package for them that because over years, over the time we've known ourselves, I created a package for them that they can do instrumental payments, that they don't have to even stress because I know they do 9 to 5 and they can't afford from certain packages that I have. What do? I split it, pay instrumentally. It can be 70% now, 60% now. Then you do the balance later. It's not a stressful. You need to find a way around it. Now, what are the opportunities and extra like opportunities for me to grow? That is chances for me to grow. I will keep saying it, collaboration, collaboration, collaboration. And second thing I have is word word of word of mouth. Oma Soros, okay. My clients that has not patronized me for 6 months, I know that her birthday is coming up in a few months time. I'll go and meet her. My dear auntie, you've not said anything about your birthday coming up. Where are we going to do the photo shoot? I will talk because talk is also my marketing strategy. If I don't source, okay, they will not remember they have to do photo shoots. Now, another thing is collaborate, like I said, collaborating with event planners, brand and tourism companies. It works for me as well. Leveraging on social media and content marketing. I look at somebody that is already doing well or have like a high number of followers on Instagram. And what do? I reach out to the person and say, Alpha, I see that you don't have a good profile picture on this. Let's make something work out. Or I offer them when they trust your value. See, if you have 200 likes, if you have 200 followers, when they trust your value, and even though they have 20,000 followers and you have 200 followers, when they trust your values, they will, if you approach them and say, this is what it is, oh, I want to do a shoot with you. Let's work something out. Everything doesn't have to be money. It doesn't have to be money. That's where a lot of us miss it. We don't have to make sale before we grow. Sometimes we do some things for free and we grow with it. See, it is not about, it's an investment. You do it for me now. I reach out to this person, and before you know, the person will say, okay, let's do it. Let's do a collaborative post. Before you know, the person's followers, they start following me. And some of them even send me DMs and say, okay, I see what you did with this person. Can I have the same? What will it take? Okay, I'll say, because you're coming from this person, okay, we can work with this, we can work with that. That's one. Now, the threats. What are the threats that I face? Economic downturns are affecting clients' budgets. Like I said, clients, my friends or people that have been patronizing me before, things have gone up, they are doing 9 to 5, or do you understand? These people are still my target audience. I can't throw them away. I have to still keep them. And how do I keep them? I keep them by either maybe telling them that, okay, you can do instrumental payments, or for this budget that you have, I have one of my boys will come and take the pictures for you, and they will still deliver great images. I'm still the one, it's still my company that's still handling everything. That is one. Another thing is offering or opting for clients opting for cheaper client alternative. They will say, okay, for example, now I did something for a friend of mine. She wants a full body shot, and I told her that okay, but she wants a full body shot, but our budget is for headshot. So I told her that what I can do for you is, eh, we're going to do one full body shot, and we can now do headshot. But what you're paying for is headshot. We're doing headshot for you, but I can give you one full body shot. I've kept her. I kept her. I did the shoot for her, and it works well for her. That's another thing. And other things again you can, like I do, is, for example, if it's an event, when I see that this client budget cannot meet up with what I have a standard with deliverables. If it cannot meet up with my deliverables and they want me to come and do the job, they don't want other people to come and do the job, or other people I refer to come and do the job, what I do is, okay, this is what's going to happen. Instead of having a digital or a DSLR or mirrorless videographer play on board, we can actually have a mobile video content creator to come on board with me. This is another way to cut costs for them to also do what? Work with me, and still keep them in that position. Do you understand? And still keep them because they're my target audience. I don't want to leave them. Before you know, you don't know, somebody that pay you 20K can refer you to a client that will pay you 200 million naira. It's not about the payment, it's about how you do well. It's not about who the person needs at that moment. The person can know somebody that will even pay you more than what you even think or expect. Technology advancement requiring to constant upgrades. AI. People, a lot of when AI came in board, a lot of people complain that AI is going to take away my job as a photographer or this and that. Me and my colleagues, my close circle in the creative space, we saw it as an opportunity, and we started making use of AI. We paid for the AI version of our apps or tools that we use like Photoshop. We paid for it so that we can be able to explore explore the use of the AI, and we start doing what other photographers are scared of. Now, that is it. So that is what worked for me. And you have to see how this also fits into what you do as a chef, an interior designer, or whatever you do, a welder. You have to look at this and see how you can balance everything. These are checks that you need to do at a particular point in time. If it's monthly you want to do it, or quarterly, know how you want to do it. What are you missing out? Now, my conclusion on this. Once again, thank you for everyone that's been here with me so far. My conclusion is use what you have. Use what you have. Do not despise your little beginnings. The days you're using phone to record. Don't despise if it's techno that you're using to do your content. Find a friend of yours that you can collaborate with, that is using an iPhone that you can collaborate with to make it work out. Sometimes what you have might not be good for it, but your friend's phone is also your phone. I don't know if you get the idea. Your friend's gadget is also your gadget. That is if you've built a good friendship with that person, what your friend has is also what you have. I don't see what I have, like myself, as only what I have. Like my friend, there are some of my friends that I have access to what they have because of our relationship. So use what you have. If it's your friend that has an iPhone or has a Samsung or a digital camera, leverage on it. If it is your mentor that has a machine to sew clothes, hold her skirt. Mama, please, I need 1 hour. Let me quickly make this thing I want to do. Use it. Leverage on those things. You don't need a big budget to market your business. I will keep saying that you don't need a big budget to market your business. Word of mouth, soros, okay. Tell your families, your friends, happy customers to spread the word. Tell them what you do. Keep reminding them. They have their problems to solve, but keep reminding them of what they want. Social media, post consistently, show behind the scenes and engage with people. WhatsApp marketing, if you have contacts, share updates and promos on your status, keep them updated, follow up on them. Broadcast message is there, send it. Business cards or flyers. If your business is local, it works. See, there are some certain things we need to understand. If your business needs, I don't think there's anybody here that shouldn't have a business card at this point. Sometimes some people don't have the time to check your Instagram page. They don't have the time to collect your number. They don't have the time to collect flyers. But business cards. So once you just give them your business card, or and they give you their own business card, see, transaction is done already. To some people, you just need to follow up. The second thing is content is king and it's free. Instead of just selling, educate and entertain your audience. For example, I wrote here a baker can share cake decorating tips. Sometimes it's not about selling. You share tips. Fashion brand can show how to style outfits. You can show how to knot tie. You can show how to tie scarf, how to tie gele. Go and check YouTube on people watching how to tie gele on YouTube. It is very, very interesting. You see how to tie gele and it's just very, very interesting. Like I went for a wedding and they said, oh yeah, come and tie gele for this person. And people are tying gele. This guy tied it perfectly. And they asked him, where did you learn it from? He said, YouTube. Information. He learned it from YouTube. A photographer like me can post before or after a session or client stories. And one last thing I want to say is anything or action that makes your audience keeps coming back to patronize you is a market strategy. Keep it up. Thank you very much. I really appreciate.
Wow, thank you, Toby. Question and answers, right? So we're open for questions and answer. If you have questions for Toby, please just kindly raise up your hand, then you can unmute and speak. Any questions from people? Anyone with questions?
If you have any questions, yeah. You're welcome. You're welcome. Amaka, you're welcome. Kafayat, you're welcome. Ruth, you're welcome. Yes, you're welcome. I'm glad a lot of people picked up so many things. I couldn't check the messages before because I think because I was sharing my screen, but I'm glad that everyone was able to pick something. And yeah, thank you very much. If you have any questions, I really I want to hear like 1 or 2, 3 questions. Anyone?
Okay,
All right.
Yeah,
all right, I'm listening.
Once again, thank you so much, sir. I really, really appreciate this lesson. And everything you said just resonated deeply with me because you spoke from experience, and I quite appreciate that. Especially you said start where you are and word of mouth referrals. But everything you said just resonated with me. So it just tells me I'm actually back and but I just want to, it's not really a question. It could be more like a contribution because it's something that has worked. I just want to suggest. So I find that there are a couple of communities I belong to. Let me use Impact Her as a Impact Her is a community for women. I don't know if any of us is aware. So I joined the community and I have actually benefited a whole lot from them. A whole lot. They offer a lot of services for women in business. And they have a lot of programs. So the angle I'm going at is when you talk about marketing, referrals and all that. So they have a platform where businesses can advertise in their group, their Telegram group. So we do that every Wednesday. And for me, I've actually been consistent because the group takes women from all over the world, especially African countries. So lately, I've been getting inquiries from people who have been seeing the posts, and I'm just about to close a particular deal with one of them because, according to her, I've been consistently posting. So I just want to encourage us to identify these communities. There are a lot of others that I belong to that have actually been benefiting largely from, aside sales, personal relationships, and all that. So I want to encourage us to find these communities and show our face there and be okay. One day,
speak out loud.
Definitely make your millions from there. Thank you very much.
Bro, I'm really glad. Thank you, Amaka. I just went through Impact Arts page now. Impact Progress in Africa, and I can see that they have a lot of works to show, and that's what we're talking about. They don't even need to shalaye to you. You can see results from the content they created and pictures of women gathering together, bringing their stuff, selling. I don't even need to read through. Thank you for sharing, Amaka. I really appreciate.
Yeah.
Is there anyone?
Okay, so I guess there are no more questions for Mr. Toby, right? Or is there anybody else?
Okay. Hello, I have a question.
Okay, go ahead.
I have a question. Okay, thank you so much, our lecturers. I want to ask, production of complimentary card, is it a part of sales strategy or marketing? Then secondly, I want to know similarities and differences between branding and marketing.
Okay. Firstly, I want to say that your marketing strategy, the reason why you have marketing strategy or you have a marketing process is to make sales. Do you understand? Is to make sales either for a short period of time or a long period of time so that you can target a particular audience that you want just to make sales and to connect with them. I hope I answered that first question. And secondly, there is difference between branding and marketing. Like I said earlier, I didn't really go deep into what the branding aspect, because when we talk about marketing, rather, when we talk about marketing, a lot of people just feel like when you're talking about marketing, you have to do adverts, you have to do this, you have to do that. But a lot of people don't understand that if you don't have a good branding, a strong brand foundation, you might not get your clients come back. If you've not played a background check on yourself, you've not worked on yourself, on your brand, things you need to do, why, like you need to stand out from other companies. There are billions or millions of people or thousands of people in your society doing that same thing you are doing. What makes you stand out? Why will somebody come and meet me as a photographer over somebody else? Why? For example, I did a frame for somebody and I packaged the frame in a way, and as I was delivering in person in church, two other people saw me and say, "Wow, what I saw, this is so beautiful. Can I have the same thing?" And I told them, okay. They showed me one of them showed me a picture, and she was like, "See, can I use this picture to do it?" I said, "It's good, but you can book a session to have it." And she said, "Okay, no problem." Guess what? Instantly, we started talking about our outfits. She sent me the details of fashion designer. Like, how can I talk to you? Want something like this? And we started talking about business. packaging. She saw the packaging. There are a lot of people doing that frames, but the way I packaged it and send it to the person, that's branding. I brand it to do what is a marketing strategy to make sales. Your branding, if you've not done your background check on yourself, your client will come once. They will come and meet you and patronize you, but they might not come back again. And if you lose your client once, getting them back is a struggle most of the times. Is a struggle most of. There are some clients that needs to actually leave so that you can grow. If they are being toxic or when you're rendering them service, they always want to be the one to like have the final say and all those things. There are people like clients like that need to just have their way. But to have your clients come back over and over is branding that leads to a marketing strategy to make sales. I hope I've been able to answer your question, sir.
Yes, but the aspect of the complimentary card, as I asked,
Okay.
is it marketing? Yes. How does it aid marketing?
Okay. So I feel it's I won't say marketing strategy, but I think it's a way for you to connect with somebody. Connect with somebody. Some people, like I said earlier, some people don't have the time to go through your website at that period of time, but they just want to connect with you. And they switch, you give them your card, they give you their card, and from that henceforth, you guys start communicating, and in fact, you make sales from it. So I wouldn't say it's I think it's a branding process. I'll call it branding. It's a branding process for you. You have to understand that it's a branding. I'll call it a branding process because in packaging yourselves, there are other clients or other people that do what you do that have their cards and have this and have that. Is also a part of branding process that makes you to be able to connect with people easily. I won't call it a marketing strategy, but I'll call it a branding strategy. Or BJ, do you have anything to say to this?
Yes, and I think he's asking, yeah, all you said is right. He's just asking if complimentary is under marketing. Yes, it's part of the elements of marketing, like a part of the activities you need to carry out under marketing as well.
Okay.
So it still falls under marketing.
Okay.
So it's part of the process. And then
Okay.
are you done, Toby? I just want to like take a little summary. Hello? Hello? Wow. Okay. So we actually come to the end, but I just want to like highlight a few things quickly so that you can know the differences between sales and marketing. They are interwoven and interrelated, but they are actually not the same. But the two are involved for you, to like sell your products. Now, for sales, transfer of ownership of product is from one person to another, while marketing involves like acts of analyzing the needs of customer and understanding the market. It involves a process. Now, sales is a short process. You can just approach somebody now and, create awareness, convince the person, and the person is willing to buy. While marketing is a long-term process. It involves, different items, different elements that you have to put together to be able to market. And it is a long-term, like it's sustainable for like a long, it's like a long-term like plan. Marketing doesn't happen now. Like if you market something now, you might see the results in maybe in the next few weeks or months. But sales is instant. It happens like now. So products for sales, products can be pushed to the like the client on the go. Marketing focuses on like the whole market and eventually picking customers from the market that you have studied. Now, sales is one-to-one, while marketing is one-to-many. So having said this, we have come to the end of this very interesting session. I think maybe Toby's battery or network has flown him out. So
I'm
we
back.
come to the end of Project YEED Virtual Mentorship Series. Okay, you're back. So we come to the end of the session 3, and I hope you all enjoyed it. Thank you so much, Toby. I learned too from everything that you had said. And also, I wanted to correct something that I said. My clients come from Instagram, like those that I train. You know, I have different segments. I have the training as well. I have the customers. Like, so the ones for training I get them mostly from Instagram. But the ones that I make outfits for, those ones are gotten from word of mouth and referrals and that. So thank you so much. And
my hands have actually been up for a while.
Oh, sorry. Okay, let's take you and we move. We need to go. We've spent a lot of time, 2 hours, 40 minutes. Yeah, you can talk now.
All right, thank you. I just quickly wanted to get a simpler explanation. When we keep hearing branding. So what do you tell a beginner? What do you tell a novice about branding? So how is it easier way you can explain branding?
Explain to someone about branding. Would Toby like to take that?
Okay, thank you, BJ. In a simpler form, I would say branding is what distinguishes you or what makes you stand out from other people that do what you do. That uniqueness that you have. It can be the way you talk with your clients. It can be the way you dress. It can be the way you approach your clients. How you refer them to talk to somebody on behalf of the company. It can be how you deliver it is just how you stand out, your uniqueness, your unique ability, your brand's uniqueness to your clients. That's what I understand by branding. I hope that helps you, sir.
Okay, I also like to add to it that it's more like your identity. Exactly. What people will use to know you and remember you for. So that's just the simple thing that I feel it is. Your identity and what people will remember you for. Just like you seeing the logo of seeing the Apple sign, the Apple phone, you already know it's an Apple.
Exactly.
Like, for Apple, even without telling you this is Apple, you know it's Apple. So it's like an identity. What people you will use to identify you in the mass market, like, oh, this is what this person is known for. So I hope that's okay. Yeah, I think we need to go. Toby, thank you so much. We spent a lot of time.
Bye. Thank you, everyone.
So bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone. Good to meet you.
Bye, ma'am. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
Bye, everyone.